Okay, one other thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit. I introduced a new guide that we haven't had in the past. It's similar to an AMA guide, I think, that we've had. It was a physical printed copy that kind of fell apart. So this we bought new, and I sent out a link to where this is at. I think Ryan went through it a little bit, but it's got some very good areas associated with it in terms of guidelines for us whenever we get into, storefronts that are all glass, that have patch fittings and transom glass that needs to be designed. So this is a really good resource for us. A lot of the recommendations that they have inside of here is associated with maximum door weights and hardware guides associated with that, because a lot of times the hardware has been designed by the manufacturer of the hardware to only support certain size doors and weights of doors. So that's something to note, in design. It covers a little bit of general information about various hung type doors and folding doors. It gives some other guidelines for interior swinging doors. You can kind of see some glass weights there, general glass weights, and the type of door, the size of door. It gives some recommendations associated with stabilizing fins and when you need stabilizing fins in terms of charts. There's one of the charts. And then it gives a little bit of a recommendation on the size of the fin associated with dimensions for the transom.
Are they required to be laminated, those fins?
Not necessarily, but in a lot of cases, I think that we probably should make them laminated. So I think it'll be needed for the strength.
And just thinking about the West Coast, if we have a seismic category C, it'll be kind of challenging to.
Absolutely, yeah. They provide an interesting table here that is associated with interior butt glazed fixed glass panels. So in other words, they provide some heights that are recommended. You can kind of see in that 9 to 10 foot height from the various loadings and the IBC chapter, what we come up with as a minimum for that. So this table might actually help us out in a lot of cases to justify, where we're coming up with things in our analysis as a minimum. So I thought that this was kind of a good tool and a reference point. If you get a chance, take a look at it. Especially if you're getting into a project that involves some heavy glass entries.
I'll read through it. But does it talk in there about like applying opening forces or anything like that? Like we've kind of gone back and forth on with these doors?
I haven't been able to review it in detail enough to be able to. I just briefly reviewed, the information this morning to kind of give an overview of what it offers.
Yeah,
so
that is nice. That will be.
Anybody else have anything else that we need to bring up this morning?